Your phone is not just distracting you, it's killing your erection. How do I know this? Well, I just spent the past 2 weeks reading every major study on the phone usage and men's sexual health. Now I will share with you what I investigated and how you can fix this issue. In today's hyper-connected world, our smartphones have become particular extensions of ourselves. But as these devices become more integrated in our daily lives, questions arise about their potential health impacts, including some of you might not expect. I'm Dr. Arkady with Rebalance, and today we're exploring, could your cell phone be affecting your erectile function? Well, let's start with basics. Your phone emits radio frequency electromagnetic radiation, or RF EMR. This form is non-ionizing radiation, which means it does not have enough energy to damage the DNA like an X-ray can. However, some researchers suggest that prolonged exposure may still have biological effects. Many men carry their phone in their front pocket or on the waist, placing this radiation source in a close proximity to reproductive organs for hours at a day. This has led researchers to investigate whether this may be a connection between a cell phone usage and the various aspects of men's health, including erectile function. In 2014 study published in the Central European Journal of Urology, they found that men who carries their cell phone in their front pocket had significantly lower sperm motility compared to the men who didn't. And another study from reproductive biology and endocrinology showed that the RF EMR exposure has association with decreased sperm motility and motility in 27 out of 33 subjects that they were studying and analyzing. In 2013 animal study in the Journal of Andrology found that rats exposed to mobile phone radiation for 60 minutes daily over 3 months period showed a decrease in testosterone levels and changes in the testicular structure. Another small study in 2017, a pilot study in the Central European Journal of Urology, used Doppler ultrasound to measure penile blood flow in men before and after cell phone exposure. And they actually found the decrease in arterial flow parameters after prolonged exposure, suggesting potential impact on vascular components of the erection. If you're experiencing any symptoms of your reduced erection or early signs of erectile dysfunction, you can always book a free consultation with me in my End Ave Clinic using the link in the video description. With years of experience in men's health, I have hundreds of clients regain their erection and confidence in bed, and we can help you as well. If there is a connection between the cell phone usage and the erectile dysfunction, how may this work? Well, researchers proposed several potential mechanisms. First, thermal effect. The cell phone generates small amount of heat, and the testes function optimally at the temperature slightly below the body temperature. Or prolonged heat exposure could potentially impact testicular function as well as hormonal production. Second, oxidative stress. Some studies suggested that RF EMR may increase production of reactive oxygen species, which could damage the sensitive tissues and the blood vessels as well, potentially affecting the blood flow, which is a crucial factor in erectile function. Third, hormonal effects. There are preliminary evidence suggesting that RF EMR may influence testosterone levels in some of the cases, which could directly affect erectile function. Interestingly, the potential impact of cell phones on erectile health may extend beyond the physical effect of radiation. The way we use these devices may be just as important, if not more so. Extensive cell phone usage can interfere with intimate relationships. A term phubbing, or snubbing someone by focusing on your phone instead of them. This can definitely damage the emotional intimacy, an important component of sexual health. Studies have linked the problematic cell phone usage with decrease in relationship sensitivity and increase in depression, both of which can contribute to erectile dysfunction. Smartphones have also dramatically changed the access to pornography, making it instantly available anytime, anywhere. While occasional pornography use is common, research suggests that excessive consumption may have unintended consequences for some men's sexual health. In 2016, review in Behavioral Science noticed that frequent pornography consumption can lead to desensitization of the brain reward circuits. For some men, this may translate to difficulty becoming arousal by real-life partners, a condition sometimes called pornography-induced erectile dysfunction. Yes, it's a real thing. Journal of Sexual Medicine published research suggesting that men who prefer the novelty and the stimulation of pornography may find it much harder to maintain arousal with long-term partners. And additionally, unrealistic expectations developed through pornography consumption can create a performance anxiety, very well-known psychological cause of erectile dysfunction. Beyond physical arousal, excessive pornography consumption via smartphone has been linked to a relationship issue that can affect sexual satisfaction altogether. An interesting study in 2017 in Archives of Sexual Behavior found that there's a direct association connection between pornography use and decrease in commitment, trust, emotional connection in romantic relationships. Another pretty critical factor is sleep disruption. Well, you probably know that smartphones, they emit the blue light that suppresses the melatonin production and actually disturbs our circadian rhythm, our natural sleep-wake cycles. Research published in the Journal of American Medical Association showed that the man's testosterone production peaks during the REM sleep, a deep sleep phase. A 2011 study in JAMA found that just 1 week of sleep restriction, like about 5 hours a night, reduces men's testosterone by about 10 to 15%, equivalent to aging a person between 10 to 15 years. Nighttime phone use is particularly problematic because the blue light suppresses melatonin production for approximately 2 hours. This possibly chronic sleep disruption creates a very cascading effect. Lowering testosterone levels may reduce libido, while poor sleep increases the stress hormone like cortisol, which further suppresses testosterone production and can directly impact erectile function. Both stress and poor sleep are well-established risk factors for erectile dysfunction. So at this point, you're probably asking, what can you do? And here's some very easy and practical steps to consider. First, reconsider where you carry your phone. Keep it in a back pocket or a bag rather than a front pocket, creating more distance between the radiation source and the reproductive organs. Second, reduce unnecessary exposure. For example, put your phone on airplane mode when you're just not actively using it, especially if it is near your body. This significantly reduces radiation emission. The Environmental Health Trust recommends very simple steps to follow. For example, use your speakerphone or wire headset rather than holding the phone against your body. Third, protect your sleep cycles. Enable that night mode or blue light filters on your devices after sunset, or better yet, avoid screens entirely for at least an hour before your bedtime. Fourth, consider monitoring and limiting adult content consumption. Many men find that reducing pornography viewing improves their sexual satisfaction with partners. There are apps that track and limit screen time that really can help establish healthier boundaries. Fifth, establish healthy technology boundaries. Consider a phone-free bedroom policy. Set specific time to disconnect and be mindful of how your device usage may be affecting your relationship and your stress levels. Some couples even establish tech-free date nights to really disconnect from the phones and get this connection between themselves. And finally, focus on proven factors that support erectile health. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, stress management, and limited alcohol and tobacco use. Research consistently shows that these life-changing factors have profound effect on the testosterone production and the erectile function altogether, and their benefits extends far beyond the sexual health. While research on cell phones and erectile health continues to evolve, one thing is very clear: our relationship with technology affects our overall well-being, including our intimate health. By being mindful of how we use our devices and maintaining healthy lifestyle habits, we can protect not just our erectile function, but our physical and mental health as well. Perhaps the best advice is relatively simple. Sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is to put the phone down and engage with the world and people around you. If you're experiencing erectile dysfunction, don't wait to seek help. It's much easier to address this issue early rather than allowing them to progress and potentially get worse. Today's healthcare providers offer a very holistic approaches that can effectively repair vascular insufficiencies and improve testosterone production, often restoring naturally erectile function with minimum intervention, similar to protocols we use in our center. With modest lifestyle changes and appropriate early treatments, many men can overcome erectile challenges without resorting to long-term medication usage. Remember, erectile issues are increasingly common and often highly treatable, but only if you take that first step to seek potential guidance now. As I mentioned earlier, phones can potentially reduce the blood flow to the penis, and a good blood flow is crucial for strong and healthy erection. However, there are proven natural ways to restore a healthy blood flow. Check this video where I explain in details what you can do today to improve your erection. Be well.